ਨਮਸਕਾਰ ਆਦਾਬ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਦੋਸਤੋ ਮੈਂ ਡਿਪਟੀ ਰਾਜਾ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜੀ GKM ਮੀਡੀਆ ਔਰ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਚੈਨਲ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਔਰ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਜੁੜੇ ਰਹੋ।
At the center of one of the biggest challenges that we face, and that is how to build more, build faster, and build affordably. And Mayor Locke stands out among her peers for her leadership and willingness to work with builders to address the affordability challenge that we all face. Mayor Locke is charting a new bold vision for Surrey that's very exciting. And we're about to hear her vision for a stronger, more vibrant city in a few minutes. And to introduce the Mayor, I'm going to invite up to the stage Mark Gustafson, the Vice President of Corporate Services for the Vancouver Fraser Port Authority. Mark, please join with me on stage. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. As Chris mentioned, I'm Vice President of Corporate Services at the Port Authority. I'm also General Counsel. As General Counsel, usually my colleagues don't want the lawyers speaking to the public. In this case, they made an exception because I grew up in Surrey. My parents still live in Surrey, and I love this community, so I'm very happy to be here. I'd like to first acknowledge that we're gathered on the traditional territories of the Katzie, the Kwantlen, Semiahmoo, and other Coast Salish people, and to express my thanks to them. In this acknowledgement, I'd like to recognize the enduring presence and stewardship of First Nations over the lands and waters that today fall within the jurisdiction of the Port of Vancouver. At the Port Authority, we're working to foster meaningful relationships and partnerships with First Nations as we strive for inclusive stewardship of the environment that we share. It's my pleasure to be here on behalf of the Vancouver Fraser Port Authority. We're very pleased to support today's event with Mayor Locke, and we look forward to hearing about her priorities and vision for the City of Surrey. At the Port Authority, our purpose is to enable Canada's trade by being reliable and innovative while protecting the environment. The port is an enduring driver of Canada's and this region's prosperity. It supports about 50,000 well-paying direct jobs across British Columbia, including nearly 3,000 right here in Surrey. Today, with our uncertain relationship with the United States, the important role of the port is clearly in focus. Terminals at the Port of Vancouver enable trade with 170 countries, particularly the Indo-Pacific region, which will make up half the global economy by 2040. In carrying out all of our work, we strongly value the opportunity to collaborate with our municipal partners and the City of Surrey. And I should mention, as I was going through my speech, I glossed over one important point. The port is working to further diversify Canada's trade objectives with projects like the Roberts Bank Terminal 2 project, which is a new container terminal facility in Delta that will unlock $100 billion in new annual trade capacity. On that note, I'd like to turn things over to Mayor Locke in just a moment, and we'll watch a short video that captures the growth, transformation, and vibrancy of the City of Surrey. Please turn your attention to the screens.
Can you feel your pulse yet? Because in Surrey, we're transforming at a rapid pace. It's here where families are finding their future. We've set aggressive targets to create 300,000 jobs in the next 2 decades. Fueled by cutting-edge programs at world-class universities, we're creating in-demand professionals for our thriving economy. We're on the leading edge of the digital and tech transformation, creating quantum technology, training the next manufacturing generation, inventing wearable technology to improve everyday life, and developing breakthroughs in advanced genomics. Everyone knows Surrey is booming, and we're building new infrastructure to meet the needs of our communities. like the new home of the province's second medical school, new recreation and community centers, and soon a premier destination for sports and entertainment. In every corner of the city, we're building, and we're not going to rest until Surrey gets the respect it deserves. We'll be relentless in our pressure for more classrooms, hospital beds, transit, and affordable homes, because it won't be long before Surrey eclipses 1 million people. That's why we're reducing red tape, building new homes, and adding infrastructure for thriving communities. From Whalley to South Surrey, Guildford to Newton, Fleetwood to Cloverdale, we're building a brighter future. In this city, you can find the heartbeat of an entire province. Surrey isn't just on the map, we're reshaping it. And if you haven't figured that out, you're already behind.
Surrey is clearly a city on the move with growth and transformation going on right across this vibrant community. It's now my pleasure to welcome someone who is championing that transformation. Please join me in welcoming Mayor Brenda Locke.
Well, thank you. It's my pleasure and my absolute honor to be the mayor of this incredible city. And I want to thank Glenn Chua, wherever you are, Glenn. That was just an amazing introduction to who we are as a city. I also want to thank Kevin Kelly for opening today. Thank you, Kevin, and please give our love to Stakwasan. Thank you, too, to Harley Chappell, Chief Chappell. I don't know if he's here, but thank you for coming in and supporting today. I also thank you too, Chris. It's great for Chris Gardner to come out here for generously giving your time. You are truly a legend for us here in Surrey, and we're glad you're hanging your hat here as well. I want to start by recognizing some people that are very, very important to me and important to all of us as mayor and council, and that is our senior management team. So I'm just going to get them to all give you a wave. The GM of Planning and Development, Mr. Ron Gill, give us a wave. Unlike Chris, I'm not going to be stingy about the clapping. You can clap for them all. They're awesome. The GM of Finance, Cam Graywall. GM of Engineering, Mr. Scott Newman. GM of Corporate Services, Joey Brar. The General Manager of Parks, Recreation and Culture, Laurie Cavan. Our Surrey Fire Chief, Mr. Larry Thomas. The City Solicitor, Philip Wynn. And of course, our City Manager, Mr. Rob Costanzo. I mostly tell you that so you know you can go and complain to them about stuff and leave me and the council alone. I also wish to recognize today Surrey Police Chief, Mr. Chief Norm Lipinski is here. And the Chief Superintendent Wendy Mehat, the officer in charge of the RCMP Provincial Operations Support Unit, was unable to make it today, but I do want to thank her for everything she does for our city, keeping it safe. She'll be hearing you from Ottawa. I'll let her know. Looking out into this room, I see so many familiar faces, individuals, all of you, that share a deep passion for our city. You know, Mark said, it's my vision. It's not my vision. It's everybody's vision. It does take a village. It takes a village to create the energy, the enthusiasm, and the vision that we have for our city, and I couldn't do it without not only our SMT team, but every one of you. And I will continue to lean on you, and our council will continue to lean on you as we together build a city that is going to be truly, truly amazing. We are all connected by so many things, but perhaps the most powerful is our shared love for this city, for Surrey. Together, you are all making Surrey a better place than it was the day before, and this is the collective spirit that has propelled us to where we are today, the cultural and economic engine of Metro Vancouver. Or as Roger mentioned, I call it Metro Surrey. I call it anything, actually, than Metro Vancouver. But Metro Surrey has an okay ring to it, too, don't you think? Yeah. We are already leading the way for this region, and there will be many more exciting times to call and reasons to call Surrey home. I also want to just take a moment and thank Mayor Woodward for being here. I know he's there. That was easy. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, Eric. I get to roast the hell out of Eric tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. Also, Megan Knight is in the room somewhere, and she can wave somewhere, wherever you are. Oh, you guys made it so easy for me. We are really a shared region, and the work that we do in Surrey and in Langley Township and White Rock are very simpatico. But in every corner of our city, we are continuing to build the infrastructure and the amenities we need to meet the demands of the rapid growth that we've all felt. Our people and our businesses are at the forefront of these changes. Together, we are building this city, and I'm truly honored to serve as your mayor during this very most pivotal time in our history, a moment where potential meets progress, a moment where the spirit of Surrey will shine. Sometimes in the very rapid pace of change, it's easy to lose sight of just how far we've come. And I often say that Surrey is a house on fire. I'm looking at Larry, he's getting all cringy over there, but Surrey is just moving so fast. It's quite incredible. But let's take a moment to appreciate the scale of the evolution that we've seen. In the last 20 years, we have grown by over 250,000 residents. And that's like adding the population of a city the size of Richmond to Surrey. We continue to welcome up to 30 new residents every single day, and we are on track to become the first city in BC to reach that population of 1 million people. So let that sink in for a moment, 1 million people. You got your work cut out for you, Terracin. Fortis, oh man. That was my bad. Oh, I just wanted to see if the rest of you knew. Each of our communities is experiencing just incredible growth and development on a scale that is comparable to that of a city in its own right. And just to give you an idea, our most dense community in Surrey is the city centre, which grew by 57% in the last 5 years. 57%. There's a test later, just so I hope you're keeping note. That means 1 in every 2 people is new to this area, showing just how rapidly our community is growing and changing. Newton is our fastest growing town centre when it comes to the number of businesses. And in fact, Newton's business base has increased by 7% in just 1 year. Today, more than 1/3 of all businesses in Surrey are located in Newton. And over, another stat, 158,000 residents. That's just in the city of Newton, or in the township of Newton. And that is like having an entire city the size of Coquitlam within the borders of Newton. Citywide, Surrey saw 47% growth in jobs from 2006 to 2021. And we have more than 281,000 people employed in Surrey. That's 20% of the region's employment and more than 24,000 businesses that are located in our great city. The growth statistics for Surrey are staggering. And to quote Ron Popeil, I want to know who knows who Ron Popeil is. Yep, the pocket fisherman. He knows everything. But wait, there's more. Our diversity is another strength that makes Surrey the dynamic city that it is. Did you know that 45% of our population are immigrants, and we have 233 ethnicities and cultures right here in Surrey? This cultural richness makes our city vibrant and our local economy more attractive to employers, investors, and workers alike. And over the next decade, Surrey will be the largest city in British Columbia, yet Metro Vancouver's regional land blueprint, which is called Metro 2050, still treats Surrey as a suburb rather than the engine we are becoming. Metro 2050 does not adequately address Surrey's growth pressures or our vision for a complete, connected, livable neighbourhoods. And that is why I have asked staff to launch Surrey 2050. That will be our growth strategy that will map out where Surrey's million residents will live, work, and play. Surrey 2050 will set a clear target for housing, employment, and land use, transit corridors, and green spaces, and it will do so through the lens of Surrey families, businesses, and First Nations partners. But make no mistake, the regional plan must align with Surrey 2050's plan, not the other way around. We will work with Metro Vancouver to update Metro 2050 so that it reflects the realities and the aspirations of the region's soon-to-be largest city. And while exciting, our evolution comes with profound responsibilities. We have a duty to manage this growth thoughtfully, ensuring that no one is left behind, and that all who choose to build their life here have a place to call home, a city where everyone matters. And in line with these goals, our provincial and federal governments have both received renewed mandates, and the message from Surrey has been very clear. We have arrived, signaling to other orders of government that it's time to pay close attention and invest in our future. As long as I'm mayor, I am not going to stop until the provincial government gives Surrey the respect and equitable infrastructure we deserve. Whether it's on housing, education, transit, healthcare, or new entertainment and cultural destinations, the province needs to step up. The people and the families in this city deserve better than we've received, and it's time that we start receiving our fair share. Last year, our council began to work to establish a Surrey Charter. A Surrey Charter would give us the freedom to innovate and make decisions that are in the best interest of our very unique and growing city. It is high time we have the legislative powers to match the scale and ambition that we have. Now let's take a look at what we're doing. Last year alone, more than 9,200 jobs were created in the private sector, and at City Hall, we approved 6,300 new housing units. We launched 13 new capital projects and added over 76 kilometers of new and upgraded roads. That's like driving from Surrey to Chilliwack. Are there any road builders in the room? They like us a lot. Actually, our GM of Engineering likes us a lot too. And just last month, we passed our budget for 2025, outlining the ambitious new goals for every corner of our city. We approved one of the lowest general property tax increases in the region at just 2.8% with a 1% road levy. We know families cannot afford to see double-digit tax increases. Last year, we reached an affordability crossroads with our police service, with the looming threat of massive tax hikes to fund the Surrey Police Service, and that is why our council negotiated $250 million from the province, funding that Surrey's previous council had neither sought nor even considered. This support has helped alleviate the financial burden to our taxpayer. Keeping taxes low, we still prioritize public safety, providing funding for 25 new police officers, 20 new firefighters, and 10 new bylaw officers for the third year in a row. This was critically needed due to the lack of investment in public safety by the previous council. And while we are being financially prudent, we are not compromising on infrastructure. Our rapidly growing needs demand it. We just approved an ambitious $701 million capital plan. That's the largest capital commitment in the City of Surrey's history. It included funding for 36 projects, and I will highlight several of these today. While it's clear we are a big city, we currently lack the venues we need to host major sporting events and entertainment events and community gatherings. And that is why we're investing in infrastructure to create and upgrade our entertainment and recreational facilities. So let's start with one of the headliners. We are moving forward with the new 10,000-seat arena in the city centre just north of City Hall. We're in the very early stages of procurement, and we are working to partner with an operator. This isn't just about building an arena. It's about creating a destination through mixed-use development, including a hotel, conference facilities, and retail and restaurants. I'm really glad they're showing you pictures up here because I don't want you staring at me all the time. This will become a place for families to enjoy the best sporting and entertainment venues right here in the City of Surrey. And just next door to our future arena, we're about to embark on a $66 million expansion for the Chuck Bailey Recreation Centre. There we will be adding almost 39,000 square feet, including a second gymnasium, a new fitness centre, arts and cultural spaces, and upgraded amenities for seniors and children. Next, we will be working to bring another major attraction to City Centre. That is the Interactive Art Museum, and that will be a cultural destination located east of City Hall. It will feature exhibit halls, tech labs, studios, event rooms, a performance hall, an outdoor space for creative projects, and maker spaces. And I have no idea what a maker space is. But if any of you know, that's cool. Ask somebody younger than, say, 40. They'll know. But apparently it's a good thing. So, did you know that more people now live in Surrey city centre than in downtown Vancouver? Yeah, more people live here. And that is why we're so excited about one of the Surrey City Developments Corporation priority projects, the Gateway Project, that will bring 1,800 new housing units to our downtown core. Michael Heaney is right over. Wave, Michael. Michael heads up SCDC for us. The City Centre block development just across the Civic Plaza from City Hall is also on the move, and this development will double the office and academic space in City Centre. All of these projects will work together to create a lively, walkable downtown. Just down King George a little bit, the new Newton Community Centre is set to become the new heart of that neighbourhood. The $310 million project will span approximately 190,000 square feet and include an Olympic-sized swimming pool, gyms, fitness centers, art spaces, and a modern library that'll be 3 times larger than the current facility that is there. We expect to select a design-build team next year for this project. While we are just beginning some of the projects, we're also about to complete others. The new $132 million Cloverdale Sport and Ice Complex is on track for summer completion this year. That is the first of the 2 ice sheets, and our council expanded this project to include a 3rd ice sheet that will be in construction later on this year. We're also in the midst of overhauling our Cloverdale Town Centre plan, and I know Scott Wheatley is somewhere back there. He's wearing a cowboy hat, so he's hard to miss. There he is. He gets all giddy with anticipation of this stuff. We are looking forward to turning the fairgrounds into a year-round regional destination and entertainment hub while embracing our long-standing tradition of one of North America's most coveted annual rodeos and country fair. I think there's a bunch of people from the rodeo board. There y'all are, Jen Temple and Tanya's over there. And Kathy. Yeah, I hope you're all coming to the fair this year. On this note, we will be exploring opportunities to revitalize the Stetson Bowl and the amphitheater, as well as enshrine the Old Town Cloverdale as a historic site. This is all geared towards further enhancing Cloverdale's appeal as a community hub. And we all know that Cloverdale Rodeo is starting tomorrow night with the bed races, so hope to see some of you out there, but the rodeo starts, I think, on Friday. 4 o'clock, we hope to see you. Nothing like a pitch from the wings. In South Surrey, we're building a new 3-kilometer linear park on the south side of the Nikamekel River. This is a $25 million investment that will create an 80-acre park that will be 14 times larger than the one that is currently at Crescent Beach. Nikamekel Park will create a lasting legacy for the city, providing invaluable green space, and will serve as a tourist destination for kayakers and canoers. This is all in addition to 15 major park improvements that we've already completed last year. We're also adding a 3rd field of hockey turf at Tamanoas, making Surrey one of the only Canadian cities with 3 water-based hockey fields in one location. If you don't play, we used to call it grass hockey. You may not know. It's a very big deal in the field hockey world. These are all having 3 contiguous is a very big deal. These investments underscore our commitment to providing high-quality recreational opportunities for everyone. You might be aware that the province is looking to develop a new museum and cultural centre to share the histories and cultures and contributions of Canadians of diverse South Asian heritage. Not surprisingly, Surrey was identified as the #1 location in British Columbia. So we will be working closely with the provincial and federal government to make sure this project comes to our city. These investments aren't just about buildings and parks. They're about enhancing the quality of life and building the kind of big city that matches our growing population and influence. We're transforming Surrey, and the best is yet to come. So let's delve into one of the other top priorities and the concrete actions that we're taking on transit and transportation. The Surrey-Langley SkyTrain and the King George Bus Rapid Transit are not just transportation projects. They will shape the future of our city, much like the original Expo line did. These rapid transit projects will profoundly impact the lives of people living in Newton and Fleetwood and in Cloverdale, and actually everywhere in our city. So if you just consider the impact that will have on a single mom who is riding 2 buses every day. That will shave an hour on each way for her, giving her more time to spend with her family. The new SkyTrain will cut that commute in half, and while there is exciting progress, we are still far from meeting the demand. In fact, 13 of the region's top 20 most overcrowded bus routes are right here in Surrey. That's simply unacceptable. And it's safe to say that our city is very busy building more roads than anywhere in the region. But transit is critically important. In Surrey, though, only 27% of our population has access to frequent transit. Now compare that to Vancouver, that's over 90%. The reality is that Surrey is a car-dependent community, and there is no sign that that will change anytime soon. Projects like 64th Avenue improvements, 132 Street upgrades, and 80th Avenue expansion, and Campbell Height Roads improvement are just a few of the examples of how we're enhancing connectivity across our city. This month, we are set to break ground on the largest infrastructure project in Surrey's history. We are extending 72nd Avenue to create a contiguous east-west route from 120th Street to 196. All told, we are investing $446 million over 5 years to enhance the city's transportation network. I just wanted you to take a look at this map when you get a chance, or this background when you get a chance. And I was coming up here, I took a look at it because it has the new bridge. The province is building a 4-lane bridge to replace a 4-lane bridge. I just thought I'd bring that up. I don't know. On housing, we're making great progress. We've taken bold steps to streamline and speed up our processes, and the results speak for themselves. Last year, we broke our own record and delivered 6,500 new housing units. We have worked hard to create a system of facilitation versus one of regulation, and I want to just acknowledge and thank our city manager for really changing the culture at Surrey City Hall. Thank you, Rob. You've done an amazing job for us. Thank you. I mostly did that so I'd have a break, so I'd have a drink. No, thank you, Rob. I really mean it. By creating the places and spaces where families and businesses can thrive, we are building a stronger, more vibrant Surrey for everyone. So it's no surprise that in 2024, Surrey was recognized by NAIOP as BC's most business-friendly municipality. And at this point, I usually give out my phone number. It's 604-340-8607, but most people here have it, I think. And while accolades highlight our progress, and we have many, we remain committed to ensuring a diverse range of housing options are built to meet the needs of our community. A city of families where we incentivize townhouse construction, and recently, Council approved regulations permitting secondary suites within new townhouse developments that are near transit corridor. This move marks a significant step to increasing affordable and flexible housing options for families. And in fact, in just the past 2 council meetings, proposals for over 750 townhouses have been brought forward, reflecting both the strong demand and our dedication to supporting this vital form of housing. We are also advancing innovative partnerships such as the development of significant below-market rental units along the SkyTrain line in partnership with developers. Our focus on housing is not just about building units. It's about building a city where families can afford to live and grow, and where children have the space they need to thrive, and where businesses can find the workforce they require. In education, I don't need to tell any of you of the dire situation our children face in Surrey schools. We have more kids in portables in Surrey than other districts, all the other districts combined. We even, sadly, have portable washrooms. Just simply unacceptable. Surrey's kids deserve better. But where we are making huge strides is with groundbreaking post-secondary facilities and technologies. Top among them is BC's second medical school. SFU's School of Medicine is set to welcome its first intake of medical students next year in interim facilities. And while a new medical school is built, this will be the first medical school built in 50 years in Western Canada. It is truly a historic moment. It means our best and brightest can stay home to attend medical school, and it will attract incredible economic growth and health innovation right here in Surrey. It will bring more doctors to our community. Meanwhile, we are also exploring opportunities around agri-tech and food security, innovation, leveraging the expertise of institutions like KPU and UBC and SFU, and I know some of them are here today. You can just give a wave if you're KPU. There we go. SFU, I saw a few of you there. There you are, see? I'm going to have everybody acknowledged around here pretty soon. Last September, UBC announced a new training space in Surrey near Surrey Memorial Hospital for physical therapy, occupational therapy, and midwifery programs, and we thank them for that. And yeah, go UBC. And as you can see, Surrey is now a 3-university town, which is a testament to our growing stature as a centre for higher learning and research. And I'm pleased to share another healthcare milestone. In March, Shoppers Drug Mart launched the first of 7 pharmacy care clinics in Surrey, beginning at their store in Newton on 72nd Avenue in King George. And I know Shoppers Drug Mart is here, wherever. Wave, Shoppers people. You're here. Yeah. Thank you. I think Perry Martin is here. I'm sure you're there. I can't see you. I can't see the light. These clinics represent a significant advancement in the pharmacist's roles and their scope of practice in our healthcare system. They will improve access to care and ease the burden on emergency departments and family doctors by managing primary conditions and triaging more serious cases to other levels of healthcare. So a heartfelt thank you. I don't know what that was. A heartfelt thank you to Shoppers Drug Mart. We really do appreciate you for your commitment and investment in enhancing healthcare in the City of Surrey. And thanks to the remarkable spirit and dedication of our community as we have seen progress in advancing healthcare in other areas of Surrey as well. I want to thank our radio stations and listeners for the fundraising that they do to support healthcare. Radio stations like Red FM, and I know Harjinder Thind is here, thank you. Thank you. Without the millions of dollars your listeners have donated to our hospital, we would be in a much more difficult situation. The generosity of Surrey residents and businesses is truly inspiring. But despite all of this, we know we are facing a healthcare crisis. We are at a tipping point. So let me give you some of the stats about the reality in Surrey. Surrey and White Rock combined have 996 hospital beds. Population similar to Vancouver. Vancouver has 2,600. Surrey has a population, Surrey and White Rock, as I said, has a population that's similar. Surrey has only 59 family doctors per 100,000 residents. That is less than half of Vancouver's 136 and barely half of the provincial average. Surrey Memorial Hospital delivered 6,000 babies last year in a space that was built for 4,000. And emergency physicians here spend 16 minutes on average with every patient. Vancouver patients receive nearly 3 times that level of care. We hear about waits in our emergency room of 16 and 18 hours, which is essentially a closure. Our children are treated in 16 pediatric beds, while Vancouver has 252. We have more kids in our school district by almost double than Vancouver. 85,000 kids in Surrey school districts, about 49,000 in Vancouver. So to be clear, we do welcome, though, the new Surrey Hospital and BC Cancer Centre that is under construction, but it has no maternity ward, it has no pediatric or trauma unit, and when it opens, Surrey will still have 3/4 fewer beds than Vancouver has today. So by the time we see solutions, the kids of today will already be the parents of tomorrow. And these are not just statistics. These are numbers that represent families traveling for specialized care, anxious parents in ERs, and seniors waiting for beds. It is, again, simply unacceptable. We all deserve access to quality, timely health care, and frankly, in Surrey, we are not getting it. I hear from doctors and nurses all the time that they are just about at the end of their rope. And I'm hearing local stories about people leaving our city and our country for healthcare services elsewhere. But I'm here to talk today about some solutions. We can no longer wait for someone else to fix the problem, so we're taking bold and innovative action today. We're exploring every possible avenue to bring more family physicians to Surrey. The city is looking to create a state-of-the-art community health centers, building robust networks that make it easier for doctors to practice here and for you to get the care you need. And here's the real game changer, the kind of bold thinking that you expect from your city. We're seriously evaluating the possibility of Surrey employing or contracting family physicians. That's right, we're taking direct control to bridge this incredible gap. This isn't just an idea. This is a solution that could reshape healthcare in our community. And to drive all of this and make sure that these initiatives move efficiently and effectively, I'm proud to announce the creation of a brand new healthcare administrator. This person will be our champion, coordinating these vital efforts, cutting through the red tape and being a tireless advocate for equitable health care for every person in Surrey. This administrator won't just be looking at the traditional models of care, they will explore innovative solutions focusing on meeting people where they're at with a strong emphasis on preventative care. The administrator's role will be closely integrated with Fraser Health Authority, SFU, NGOs, and also our Parks and Recreation staff and first responders. It's about identifying and addressing gaps in healthcare, whether it's in food security, mental health, or addiction services, and fostering a collaboration among all the partners is critical. Prevention is especially important for seniors, children, ensuring intervention and support to build a healthier, more resilient community. You know, recently we discovered a staggering 40% of the individuals that entered the PSART-GR were suffering from malnourishment. That highlights the need, the urgent need for targeted prevention and systemic change. Additionally, we will be leveraging our existing partnerships by working closely with SFU's medical school and expanding on the work that is happening in the Surrey Health and Technology District. This collaboration will help develop a pipeline of future healthcare professionals and integrate cutting-edge health technology to improve patient outcomes. We will be developing the terms of reference for the new role very soon. And yes, healthcare is a provincial responsibility, there is no doubt. And the province must step up and ensure equitable service for all British Columbians, including the people of Surrey. So that is why we're coming up with solutions. This is innovation in action, and we are leading the way. We are taking proactive steps as a city to address a province responsibility that has failed us. This spirit of proactive leadership extends beyond healthcare. Surrey's influence as an economic engine in Western Canada is simply undeniable. We are the opportunity city, a place where businesses of all sizes can grow. We possess the most available industrial land in the entire region of approximately 365 hectares. In a region facing a severe shortage of industrial space, this is a massive opportunity. And this substantial land reserve means Surrey can support a diverse range of industries, from manufacturing and logistics to technology and distribution. For businesses transitioning from startups to small and medium-sized enterprises, Surrey offers the ideal environment and strategic industrial parks such as Port Kells, South Westminster, Newton, and Campbell Heights. Our abundant industrial land is more than just space. It's an important strategic asset. Surrey is already a breeding ground for an astounding business success stories. One of our most unique success stories is here today. Linus Media, give us a wave wherever you are. I saw you before. Started in 2012, Linus Media has grown into a digital media empire with its headquarters right here in Surrey. Their YouTube channel boasts 16 million subscribers, and their videos have garnered literally billions of reviews. They recently built an incredible dual-use space on 52nd Avenue, creating a massive gaming and world-class badminton center. And you may ask, how does that work? It does. It's amazing. I've been there. By all accounts, they're one of the city's big success stories. Then there is Verka Foods. Gagan and Mona are here. Another Surrey-based company that has played a key role in bringing authentic South Asian flavors to communities across Canada and, in fact, the world. Verka is expanding its operation and helping fuel local jobs in our city. There is not a store around that doesn't carry Verka products. Another success story in Surrey, of course, is Starline Windows. Starting out in a home in Surrey over 50 years ago, Starline became a leader in window design with customers across this continent, and there is no question that the Martini family have had an indelible mark on Surrey and on the South Fraser with Starline Windows and, of course, their movie studio. And then there's A1 Trusses, based right here in Surrey, which has been building the backbone of BC's construction industry since 1983. They're scaling up to meet the growing demands to help shape the future of our region, and these are just a very few of the thousands of success stories in Surrey, and we learn about more and more every single day. Surrey is a hub of incredible excitement driven by the dedication of so many of you here today. I want to sincerely thank the businesses and the developers who see the potential of Surrey, who are willing to invest their time, their effort, and resources to build and expand in our city. Your willingness to take financial risks are shaping a brighter future for Surrey, and I appreciate your commitment. I want to give a special shout out today to Nanak Foods, who are also here today. Raj and Vinita's here. They've got something very special in your bag, so thank you to them, and thank you to all who've contributed to being a part of today. There's cake in there, guys. Yeah. Also, be sure to check out in your bag the Surrey Canada pins that are included in your bag. Let's celebrate our community with our national pride. I also want to take a moment to thank our local media, Your commitment to sharing stories that uplift and inform our community plays a vital role in fostering. Are you reaching for the cake or the pins? I think they're reaching for the cake. In fostering understanding and pride in Surrey. It's through your efforts that we learn about the many acts of kindness and resilience that really do define us. And now I want to share just a couple of thoughts on a topic that I care about a lot. That is community and civility. When civility declines, it leads not only to misunderstanding and division, but even violence. Building a strong community starts with each one of us. Manners, kindness, matter. I meet kids all the time. They come into City Hall and I meet them in their classrooms. And I always give them a challenge coin. And I challenge them to be kind to one another and to be good citizens. So today, I challenge all of you. Get involved, stay involved in your community, stay involved in Surrey. Volunteer your time and your talents if you can, help somebody in need, and be opening to listening to sometimes people you disagree with. I have seen the generosity of the good and amazing people in the city of Surrey. There is no place like it. So let's all continue to make Surrey a place that welcomes and respects all, a city where potential meets progress, not just in our infrastructure and economy, but the hearts and the actions of our residents. That is the spirit of Surrey. We are a community that doesn't just talk about moving forward, but actively leads the way. Before I finish, I just wanted to draw your attention to the herb planters on the tables. Each table should select one person that can take it home. So maybe pick the person whose birthday is close. You gotta ask the birthday. You don't have to ask the year. I'm not telling you the year. Anyway, somebody at your table, you arm wrestle, I really don't care. They suggested the birthday thing. I'm pretty sure you could be more creative than that. Thank you all who have joined us today. Thank you for allowing me to take so long to talk to you about this incredible city that we share. It's truly a gift and a blessing to me to have the opportunity to lead this really, truly amazing city. Thank you. I look forward to connecting with all of you.
Thank you very much, Mayor Locke, for those inspiring words and for your bold vision for Surrey. And we appreciate your strong leadership on council and your voice that you bring to the region and to the province. I'd like to thank again our co-presenting sponsors, Fortis BC, the Vancouver Fraser Port Authority, and our community sponsors, BM Group, Lark Group, Downtown Surrey BIA, KPU, and SFU. For the media, the mayor is going to take questions up by the stage, and for everyone else, enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll see you again next year. Thank you.